Excellency Nancy, today is April 3rd, 2022. How are you doing? Today, I'd like to share with you the Buddha's words about the reason of King Pasinadi's obesity. And let's see how the king lost weight after he listened to the Buddha's words. This story is taken from Dharmapadavadana sutra. When the Buddha lived in the city of Shravasti, he instructed all living beings, from the heavenly beings, dragons, ghosts, and gods, to the king and people of the country. The king of the country was King Pasinati. He was arrogant, unrestrained, and greedy for the pleasures of the five desires. He liked delicious food. He ate more and more, and he still felt hungry. Later, he gained too much weight. It was not easy to sit in the carriage. It was difficult for him to breathe and live a normal life. Even things like getting up and laying down was not easy. His condition became worse and worse. He had seen many doctors, but no one could really truly help him. He felt depressed and extremely frustrated. One day, with the last hope, he came to see the Buddha for help. He couldn't pay homage to the Buddha because he couldn't burn his body. So he just sat aside, joined his palms, greeted the Buddha, and then asked the Buddha, "World Honored One, I do not know what I did wrong so that I'm so fat now. I have not come here often because my body is really not comfortable." The Buddha was compassionate, and he told the King Pasenadi that there are 5 reasons why people are prone to obesity. Number 1, they like to eat. They eat without stopping. They eat too much. Number 2, they like to sleep. They sleep too much. They are lazy. Number 3, they are arrogant. They like to instruct people. Number 4, they don't think much. They don't want to explore the truth of life. Number 5, they don't want to do things in person. Then the Buddha spoke a verse to give King Pasinadi some suggestions. King Pasinadi felt ashamed because he had all the problems that the Buddha pointed out. He vowed in front of the Buddha that from then on, he would take care of his own life and death, cultivate a gentle attitude, treat others with kindness, and control his own sleep time and diet. After King Pasinadi went back, he started to remind him to decrease the amount of food at each meal. His sleep time was shortened. He also developed a habit of exercising. Also, he started to care about things around him and observed and understood everything himself. This way, he lost weight day after day and became stronger day after day. When he was able to walk freely himself, he came to pay homage to the Buddha. From the distance, he got off the carriage and walked to the Buddha at a brisk pace. He thanked Buddha for his teaching so that he could sleep less, eat less, exercise, and also cultivate his mind. At the same time, he was able to handle the state affairs and regained his health. The Buddha asked him to sit down and asked him, "Why do you have to walk here when there are chariots and horses to follow?" The king happily told the Buddha, "World Honored One, previously I received your teachings. I took them seriously and followed them. So now I have lost my weight and my body is light. So I came here on foot and wanted to listen to your teachings again. The Buddha told King Pasinadi, people in the world are all like this. They do not know that all phenomena are impermanent. They only care about indulgence. They are not willing to do good deeds to accumulate blessings. So at the end of a person's life, his spiritual consciousness leaves and his physical body remains in tone. The wise nurture the mind and the fool nurture the body. A wise person knows that this physical body is like a dream bubble. It's not eternal. It is only a short time stay. So wise people spend all their energy on cultivation, hoping that their spiritual consciousness could be freed from death and birth and freed from the bondage of ignorance. A foolish person is obsessed with his self-seeing, thinking that this physical body is a real self, serving this stinky bag all day, creating a lot of bad karma, and leaving the spiritual consciousness to suffer. If you can understand this truth, you will practice Buddha Dharma. The Buddha then spoke a verse to conclude his teachings, and the meaning of the verse is the following. A person who has not listened to Buddha Dharma is like a big bull with a full body of flesh but no wisdom. The process of reincarnation is boring. Coming and going is very hard. If you are greedy for the pleasures of the 5 desires of the body, then there will be boundless sufferings waiting for you. A wise person has foresight and foresees these pains, so he can put aside his self-thinking, not serving this fake master of the body, and let the spiritual self be the real master. Eliminate self-consciousness, eradicate cravings and desires, then you will be able to reach non-born. When there is no birth, there will be no death. Hearing the Buddha's words, King Pasenadi was happy. He resolved and developed the supreme Bodhisattva. Countless listeners obtained the discerning eye. Amitabha, this is today's Dharma share. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.